Working on Upwork or a freelance platform can be totally frustrating, but here's some tips to avoid spam and get the most out of these platforms. For reference, I have made over $100,000 on the platform Upwork. I also freelance off of the platform and do a majority of my freelancing off of it, but I have gotten a lot of my leads and start to my freelance career from Upwork, and so I definitely recommend it if you're getting started as a freelancer. So, number one, how to avoid scams on Upwork. When you're doing any sort of business, when you're even just existing in the world, part of life is avoiding scams, con artists, people who are out to get you. Luckily, I haven't experienced too many scams or things on Upwork that were fishy. I have experienced a few. I have gotten some contracts that were a little weird. Really, in reality, the best advice that I can give is go with your gut. And if something feels a little off, Google it and see has somebody else come into a certain situation? Go ahead and rely on your freelancing network and get on freelancing message boards and ask other people on your board, hey, this person is asking for this or wanting to do business this way. Is this normal? Checking in with others, using the gut check and trying to figure out if something feels off will help you understand if something is a scam or if it's legit. For the basics, you should never pay anybody when you're a freelancer. They should be paying you. Ideally, they should be paying you not by check, because anytime they're paying you by check, that's a little sketchy. And if they're on Upwork, try to keep them on the platform, not only because that's the rules of the platform, but also it helps protect you as a freelancer. Number two, short-term projects are actually my bread and butter on Upwork. Let me explain. So short-term projects are actually my bread and butter on Upwork. I have very few long-term clients because by the nature of my work, I often come in, help people get all of their foundational copy up and running, get them all set up, and then move on to the next project. So as a freelancer, it's really important to adjust your expectations, knowing that most of your clients, most of your projects are going to be fairly short term. And so you should be able to stack a lot of different projects and clients on top of each other and create a system for being able to organize those projects and clients and deadlines. And from there, you're going to have clients that are going to be returning long term and they're going to cycle through, but expect that most projects, if not almost all of them, are going to be short term. Right now, I'm in an interesting spot where I have fewer, more long-term clients, but for a majority of my career, I often have a lot of different clients that I stack on top of each other, because you shouldn't really depend on one or two clients to get all of your income, because it's better to have multiple income sources to mitigate the risk of somebody who decides to no longer work with you and then suddenly you've lost all of your income. That's why we freelance instead of have a full-time job, is to help mitigate that risk. But yeah, Upwork is frustrating. Keep at it, keep finding better clients, keep raising your rates with every job. You got this.